I seriously can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, hi my lovies, welcome back to my channel. And for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Please don't judge me on according to this video. Because this is my Purim special, and if you're not Jewish and if you don't know what Purim is, that is a holiday where we're celebrating this story in the book of Esther. We call it Megillat Esther in the Bible, and that's what we do, and we dress up and we have a lot of fun. So that's why I'm a unicorn and I treat myself. Wait, do you see this? Isn't that cute? And I have wings. Wait, I'm just gonna quickly take off my microphone and I'm gonna show you my wings. And I have a tail. I have wings and I have a tail. So, but besides that, I just feel like a very big baby in like a jumpsuit. Okay, let me just put my microphone back on. I hope you heard me. Yeah, so this is it. I'm gonna do a Purim special, and I never thought I would be in front of the camera like this. I never thought I would wear a lipstick color like this. Anyway, I have to tell you, I just changed some settings in my camera. I hope this is better. It sort of feels better. When I look at the viewfinder, I feel this is better. So let me know what you think. Though I have a lot of pre-filmed stuff, so it will seem to you like I'm going back to the old setting, but if you tell me now that this is good, then I'll keep this, and everything that I film from now on will be with this setting. Okay, so something else. Wow, this is seriously hot. Something else. I wanted to tell you that I've been so blessed by your response of my video that I released last Monday. Last Sunday. My Get Ready With Me, where I was talking about my experience with that styling, the video about styling and humiliation. You guys have been so amazing, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. That you have no idea what kind of a positive turnaround you did for me, and I thank you. I really, really do. And I feel like, I can learn a lesson from this, and I do not need to be hurt, and it's okay. I'm so glad for all your support, and I thank you really from the bottom of my heart. Then if you're Jewish and you're not living in Jerusalem, you have celebrated Purim yesterday. In case there's anyone who doesn't know, oh, I'm melting. I might have to take this off at some point. In case there's someone who doesn't know, in Jerusalem we celebrate Purim one day later, because according to the story, the fighting till we defeated our enemies took one day longer in the capital city, the city of Shushan, and that's why we celebrate our Purim on Shushan Purim. It's actually called according to that city, so that's why my video might seem one day late, but for me it is actually not one day late. All right, then wait, what else? I have a note here. Okay, one more thing before I go into what I wanted to actually tell you is that I'm planning to film something with my kids here on my channel later on today, and then I'll just edit it together. So after I'm done talking to you, I will go probably and prepare lunch and pick up my kids, who are also just wearing costumes because it's their last day of school before the Purim break. So then I'm picking them up from school, and then I'm going to bring them all here, and I'm going to film something short with them because their attention span is short. So I'm going to film something because I want to use this opportunity to show all of them to you, to introduce them to you, and they don't speak very well English, so neither do I. Anyway, so just so you see them, my little tiny tribe, and I hope you will enjoy, and this is my Purim gift to you. Okay, so that is what you're going to see after this, okay? Anyway, so let me go into what I actually wanted to talk to you about. And while I'm melting away, I hope this is the wear test for my foundation. If I start to drip on my on my costume, that's then the sign that I have to change foundations. Alright, so what I wanted to talk to you about is actually not the story of Purim itself, but it is a segment that fascinates me. And if you're not new here, you know that queens and being a queen and becoming a queen is besides makeup, this is my thing. This is my hang up. You know, I love to watch documentaries about the ancient queens and what lives they had and the tragedies and everything and how they dealt with it. And you know, because there's always something you can learn from this. So I was thinking, you know, that you can read, for example, like, first of all, you can read the story of Purim. Wait, you have no idea, it's really hot. Whew. Okay, so you can read the story of Purim in the book of Esther for yourself if you don't know it yet, but I'm sure most of you know. So it is essentially that Esther, the heroine of that story, is becoming queen, basically. Okay, so she's supposed to become queen, but what fascinates me is her long journey to the throne and all the struggles and all the dangerous situations and everything, you know, everything that she had to go through. But the main thing is the long journey to becoming a queen. Before you even get close to it, how much you had to learn and how much you had to prepare yourself. And so I just want to share a few thoughts with you about that. So first of all, I did some research in general about how it was done back then in ancient times. And okay, so the text in the book of Esther actually tells us that Esther was prepared for 1 year before she had her coronation, I guess. And that is of course amazing because, you know, when you see movies and it's all like, you know, the king falls in love with a commoner and then they change some laws and she gets dressed up and they get married and 2 weeks later they have the coronation and then she's pregnant and then they have the royal heir and everything is all fluffy and, you know, but in the real world, you know, in ancient times at least, it was a long thing. You know, it was so involved, and it involved everything. First of all, the women, or that woman that was chosen to become the queen, she was taken into a setting of women, you know, like my tribe here. So, and these women were usually also like older women, more experienced women who prepared the future queen. And she was taught to read and to write, because if she wasn't like Esther, who was not royalty, she most probably could not read or write. I'm just guessing, I don't know, but I'm guessing now. And so she was taught how to read and how to write. She was told how to behave, social skills, you know, how to dress. She was pampered. Oh, I love this part. She was bathed and pampered, and her skin was treated, and her hair was treated, and her nails were treated, and all of that. Like her whole body was being blushed up, you know, for that moment where she was supposed to be queen and where she was supposed to become the wife of the king. And I love this. I love this whole anticipation. And actually, you know what, when I'm thinking about my husband, I love this feeling of preparing myself for the king, you know, like making myself all pretty. And even though he doesn't need me to be like this at all, but I love this feeling just for myself, you know, that I'm doing the utmost possible to be the best that I can possibly be, you know. So I love this, and I think we can learn this, especially when we're not about to get married, but when we're married 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, you know, that we are the queens, that every single day we are just the day before our coronation, and we can do our best, you know, to be the queen that deserves to be presented to the people tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I love this. And then of course they had to also learn like embroidery and needlework and things like this, because they were also in charge of charity, because all the time when they had nothing to do and when they were not like presenting or representing or anything, they were usually sitting and doing embroidery, and that was then sold or you know, or given to charity and things like this. So there's also something that we can learn from that we should be charitable, you know. So I I just wanted to share with you this whole long journey where you have to have patience and where you have to invest in yourself inside and out, and where you have a chance to reflect within you, and where you can repair things on you or in you, redirect things and unlearn things and learn things, new things, expand your horizon, things that you have never been exposed to. All of these things, this is the preparation time before you have your coronation. And I think this is an amazing, amazing, amazing message for all of us queens in the making, because all of us together, we have our coronation tomorrow, and I just wanted to share that with you because I think we can learn from that to, make changes every single day to become a tiny little bit better, to become more kind, to take more care of our own body, because we are important. We are representing the kingdom, we are representing our husband, the king, and our children. We are the queens, and we should be the best that we possibly can. And you know what? If you're sick, may God give you healing. But if you're sick, then that doesn't mean that you have to put on a mask and not be what you are or not show what you are. But in that place where you are at, you can still shine, and that has nothing to do with makeup. It has nothing to do with a Purim costume or anything like this, but you can still find your place where you can shine and where you can sparkle, and where you can be an inspiration and a person that other people look up to. And I think this is awesome. I think this is an awesome message that we can all take into this year till next Purim. And next Purim I'm going to talk about the exact same thing, probably, because I'm still going to have a hang up with this. And maybe I have some revelation till then about this, or maybe we can all reflect what we learned in this last year in that regard, how our progress is going in learning how to become a queen. So what am I learning? I personally have been going through a purification process these last months, and that is with comments that have been made about me. Not so much here on my social media, on my public social media, but people who have commented behind my back on me and I've heard about it, or people who have contacted me privately and have been really, really harsh to me, which happens too, and where I really didn't think that I deserved that kind of behavior, and that really, really affected me. And every time something like this happens, I feel like I'm breaking, because I am not the person that I used to be a long time already. I'm not the person that I used to be. I used to be very judgmental. I used to be very, I deserve and whatever, I don't know. I used to be like that. But you know what? This last year here with you, I have grown into what I'm teaching. And when I started to teach this, I wasn't there yet, and I'm still not there yet. But I felt and I started to learn that I actually have to live what I'm trying to teach others. And I'm actually really turning my life around, and this has been the best thing in my life, for my marriage, for myself. And a lot of people that I've not been in touch for a long time, they don't know me like this. They just see my pictures on social media or whatever. And I've been told that I'm extremely arrogant and whatever, all self-centered and all of these things. And you know what? The fact is, I'm not. I'm actually not, And I'm learning every single day, and I'm trying to open my heart every single day, even though I'm still very, very scared every time that I'm going to be hurt. And I'm asking God to protect me, to protect my heart without making it, out of stone. But I want to have the heart of a queen that is there for her subjects, that is actually the first servant for her subjects, but still at the same time is on her throne and a person to look up to. So that is my message to you. I think we can all learn from this, and we sort of have to grow into those big shoes. We have to grow into that big throne. But you know what? We have time to do that. Nobody expects us to be perfect. Not tomorrow and not the day after, and maybe even not next year or ever. But we can grow into this, and I think the most important thing is that we give it a fair try every single day, you know, or at least every second day, you know. We can all have a day off, but I think this is just a wonderful message for all of us, and I really do hope that you did enjoy this. Hi. Okay, you don't see everybody. There is Tekoa. Okay, so wait, here, this is Shalhevet. This is Kinneret. 1 second. There is Shiloh, come here. Captain America. This one here is Mr. Marshmallow. This is my oldest son, Akiva. Take off the hood.
Hello everyone.
Hi, this is Akiva. Wait, let me just get to the younger ones. There is more. Wait, okay, wait, don't push. Wait. Okay, this is Mikey Ella. Say hi.
Hi.
And where's Golani? Come, 1 second.
Golani.
Wait, they don't see you yet. This is Golani. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, who wants to say something to my friends here?
Hi.
Yeah, what do you want to say? Okay, wait. Your mouth is still dirty. Okay.
No.
Okay, wait. Sheila wants to say something. This is Sheila. Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Okay. Who else wants to say something?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give you the microphone. Okay. Okay, so she says that Purim is the greatest day in the whole world. Okay, who else? You want to say something? Come closer. They don't see you. Okay. You want to say something?
I like Purim.
You like Purim? That's very, very good. Akiva, you want to say something? Okay, come closer. Come.
Purim for me is about fun and customs.
Yes, that's what it is. Okay, anyone else? Mikey, you want to say something?
Cheese.
And macaroni and cheese. Yeah, just as an explanation, we have the tradition that we eat macaroni and cheese on Purim, and for one of the meals. Okay, Tekoa, you want to say something? You want to say? Oh, that's so interesting. Really?
Unicorn. My unicorn. How?
Yes. I know.
Unicorn.
I know. Okay, so let's wish everybody a very happy Purim, right? Okay, everybody wave in the camera who's here, and everybody else is waving from the sides. Bye. Happy Purim. Okay, wait, Mikey, here. There you are. Bye. Oh, I'm sitting on my tail. Okay, my lovelies, I'm back here on my own. And I just wanted to say goodbye to you, and it's so nice to spend this holiday now, and I'm so happy to be able to be in touch with you also in this. You know, this is really not my style at all, and I have never invested in a costume for me. This is also secondhand. I bought this for like $7 secondhand, and I was so glad that I found something in my size, even though this is really like, it makes you look really fat. But that's okay. And I'm so happy that I can allow myself to be happy. You know, it's just, I love this. So if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of other stuff coming up in lifestyle and in beauty, and this is just a season special that I do for all the Jewish holidays, or at least I try to do. So I invite you to come and stick around, and besides that, go ahead and sparkle. If you're celebrating Purim, then happy Purim. If you have celebrated already, then backwards happy Purim. And if you don't celebrate Purim, then just have a wonderful day. Go ahead and sparkle, and I see you here next time for my next video, and I love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.